Virgo, how you doing? So very quickly, just a few channel messages. Little Bo Peep lost her sheep. Something to do, I seem to be losing my sheep, or sleep, sorry. Little Bo Peep lost some sleep. It's like I'm like counting sheep, or like insomnia, or Sonia. I'm hearing Sonia, the name Sonia, or Alamano. Okay, but I seem to be losing sleep, like insomnia, like sleepwalking. Sleepwalking or sleep deprivation is what I'm hearing. Sleep deprivation or sleepwalking. But yeah, insomnia. Little Bo Peep lost her sheep. Like lost something. Like, are you dealing with Libra? Libra. Because it's like, am I going to win this fight or am I going to lose this fight? It's like a battle, or a battle cat, something to do with Adam and Eve. So Adam, Prince Adam. So something to do with like the lovers. Okay. And it's like, am I going to win this battle or am I going to lose this battle? It's like a battle of wits, or from Witten, or Witten. I keep hearing Witten, but whittling. So whittling. You do something there with whittling, right? Is it wood? Something you whittle wood. I don't know. Whittlewood, Littlewood. Stuart Little or Little. But like. Is there something to do with around food here? Because I'm hearing like little and large. Or like I feel like I'm going to lose a battle of wits. Like, what on earth is this? It's kind of like over analytical. Like I'm analysing something, I'm losing sleep over it, I'm thinking at night, and I'm thinking at night, and I'm thinking at night, and I'm over analysing a situation. And then it's kind of like, it's making me lose sleep, but it's kind of like a chess game, like a game or something, or a physical game that's making you lose sleep, or like they keep saying a game, like Michael Douglas's Game. So you could be dealing with a 5, right? A 5, like a Taurus or a Sagittarius or a life power 5, but like, or a physical game or a mind game, because I'm hearing like it's a minefield out there, and it's kind of like I'm losing sleep over it. Like it's the only thing that I think of, like constantly. I just think of this one thing constantly, and it makes me lose sleep. So then it makes me think about other things, like strategically playing. Like, I mean, is this Xbox or PlayStation or a game or on your phone? Like someone's constantly on those games on their phone? Because I'm hearing like something's making me lose sleep, but it's also making me very angry and analytical. Like something that you're playing or something that you're doing is making you lose sleep. Lucy, I'm hearing the name Lucy, or lose sleep. Because Little Bo Peep, she rounded people up, which there's the pussy. You could be dealing with a Leo. Because I'm picking up like a wolf, like herding things up and putting them into a pen. So I don't know if it's something to do with a penitentiary and there's something to do with prison, but that was in the Leo reading, like penitentiary and putting things into a pen. Like, okay, I need to collect all of these things here and then put them all into here. I mean, do you have kids that do this? Is this like that game that's, you know, where you dig into the ground and they go absolutely nuts over this thing, and you end up like Tetris, like you end up dreaming about Tetris, like you play Tetris and you start to see it all in your head and in your mind, and then it like you dream about it, like something that you're doing constantly, and it's making you dream about it. But I mean, it doesn't have to be a game, but they keep saying Michael Douglas's Game. So it's something on the television, right? Because in the film Michael Douglas, in the game, he turned on a television and all of a sudden the television started talking at him. And it was like, what on earth? And is this fucking, why do I come up with these goddamn weird messages? Whatever it is, you're doing something a lot and it's making you dream, and it's like analytical, the name Anne, or like very like think a lot and lose sleep a lot. Lucy, I keep hearing big name of Lucy, but like I keep losing sleep over it. Like I'm losing and then I'm winning, and then I'm losing and then I'm winning, and then I lose and then I win. Because, I mean, if this isn't a game, it's a mind game. Like it's somebody that keeps thinking, well, in order to get your attention I need to lose, but to win it. Like you've got to be dealing with a Libra. You've got to be. Or like a 2. Like like I keep winning and then I lose, and like, or a court battle or something like that, like a court case, and then I go and then I lose it, and then I win, and then I lose and then I win, because that's all they keep saying, Goodwin, and then Goodwin or Edwina, but like I lose and then I win, and then once I've lost, and then now I've won again, and it's like, oh, okay, now this is like gambling. It could be something to do with like a Capricorn, right? But if you look at the scenario of like gambling, it's kind of like people that are on their phone and they gamble, like they gamble, and they win, and then it makes them want to do it even more, and then they lose, and then it's like, oh no, what am I going to do now? I've lost. And then it's kind of like, I've got too much at stake here. Like, there's too much at stake. I can't lose. So it's kind of like, okay, this winning losing thing is kind of like drawing your attention way too much towards something of like gambling. Okay. So it's like, well, because I'm seeing like people on their phones or on a computer or something, like physically like doing this like a roulette wheel or something, and like red or black, right? So like Jim or Bowen, but like come and look at what you could have won, and it's like, well, I could win, I know I could win, I know I could win, I know I could win, so I'm gonna have to do this because I know that I can win. So hold on a second, Virgo. It's also very early. You're giving me a run for my money to figure out what the hell this is that involves your life, because whatever it is, it's drawing the most amount of your attention, and it's worrying about whether you're going to win or lose, right? Whether you're going to win it or lose it. And it's like, I'm losing the plot, like I'm physically losing the plot, and I'm winning it, but I'm losing it at the same time. I mean, what is this, a riddle? Like, if I'm, like I'm winning and I'm losing, what am I? Addicted. So, like, I'm winning and I'm losing. Losing my religion. Something to do with another Virgo. R-E-M. So, oh man, I'm going to have to stop doing these channel messages because this is too much. Like, someone's doing something too much. It's like an addiction. Like, doing whatever this is that is not great for you, you're doing it too much. Like, too much. Right? Like, because this can be like over-analytical. It can be like over-gambling. Or it can even be like an over-actor. Someone that acts, but they do it too much. And it's like, well, that's over-reacting. Like, you just reacted too much there. And it's, I mean, is this like the time of a month of a woman's period or something? It's like, whoa, where did that just come from? You're like, oh, but all this stuff's in my head. And you're like, fuck, bruv, what on earth is going on with you? Like, I don't know. Because it feels like I haven't got time. It's like, I haven't got time, I'm in a rush, because you're doing something and it makes you late for work, or it makes you late, or like it is a woman's period. And it's kind of like, 1 minute it's like Jackie or Jackson or Jackie, and like Jackal and Hyde. Jackal and Hyde. You could be dealing with like Sagittarius Virgo. Sagittarius Virgo. Like, 1 minute I'm okay, next minute I'm not. 1 minute I'm okay, next minute I'm not. Now this is either depression or it's a woman's period. And it's like, okay, 1 minute I'm so focused and I'm focused and I'm focused and I'm focused, and then the next minute I'm like completely not focused at all. And then I'm like, oh, hold on, where am I? I've been thinking like for God knows how long, and the time is like just gone, and I've not really been paying attention to life. And then you're like, well, okay, well now I'm late, like late for work, or I'm like pregnant or something and I'm late. I mean, is it that? Because I'm keep hearing that I'm late. So it might be a lot of worry, the fact that, am I pregnant, or is it a woman's cycle, or is it depression, or is it like overdoing something? Because they keep saying to me, like, it's over, like an overreaction, like you're reacting and acting overly, like doing it too much, like overreacting to every little thing that's said, like someone's got like like their emotions are like all over the place at the moment, which could be, I don't know, I mean, is that depression, or is that like a woman's cycle? I've got no idea, I'm a geezer, bruv. But like just the slightest little thing, and someone gets like upset about it, and then they get over analytical about it, and then you're like, what's the matter, what's up now, what's up, what's wrong? And it's like someone's emotions, they're like up and they're down, and they're up and then they're down, and then 1 minute they're up, the next minute they're down. And it's like Sagittarius or Libra. Sagittarius or Libra. And it's like 1 minute that you're okay, and then the next minute you're not okay. Like, I don't know what's going on with you at the moment. I mean, are you being questioned by the Spanish Inquisition? Or like, I don't know, like, well, hold on a minute, I thought we were all right, what's the matter? And then, no, and you're like, right, what then? I don't get what... And this is what I've said to people, be careful on what you keep thinking. Because if, like, someone's very over-analytical, the other person's reaction would be, I don't get what's all in your head. Like, where is all this fucking coming from? What's going on? What? I don't get it. Like, you know, because that's... Oh man, I'm leaving it. I'm just... I mean, this can be you, your partner, or nobody. Hopefully none of these messages relate to you. But what they're saying to me is that somebody is doing something too much, like an obsession. And it's like on their mind 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. Right? And it's on their mind. And it's probably making you lose sleep. Now, is this an eating disorder? Is it depression? Is it bipolar? Is it like, I don't know, a game that you're playing and it's too much? Or is it like your feelings and your emotions and they get upset real quickly and then all of a sudden the other person's like, whoa, fucking hell, hold on a minute, what happened? What, where, what? And you're like, no, I missed it. And it's like, missed what? Missed what, the boat? I missed it. I missed what I did. I don't know. Very peculiar message for me to pick up and I can't work it out, like, you know. So normally when I can't, it's a lot of thought. It's normally a lot of thinking, like a lot of analysing situations that I wouldn't be able to figure out because my head would be so confused through that, where I'd be like, man, that's too much thinking. You're thinking too much about something. Like you're focused that much on like something that it's kind of like it's I don't know. Because it can even be like, you know, when you're trying to stop doing something, right? You're trying to stop doing something. And that makes you think about that thing of stop doing it. That's you still thinking about it. That's the difficult part of anxiety and panic attacks, if you suffer from that, is because it can be a lot of fear. So you could really be dealing with like Leo energies, but like a lot of fear, right, and anxiety and fear. And it can be, okay, the most thing that I realise that I need to stop thinking about is what I'm thinking about, because what I'm thinking about is trying to stop thinking about it, right? So every time you keep telling yourself, okay, stop thinking about it, stop thinking about it, stop thinking about it, stop thinking about it, stop thinking about it. If you're telling yourself that, you're actually thinking about it. So this could be at night, where like at night time you're like, I've not got to do this, I've got to not do that, and I need to go to bed early and blah blah blah. But I'm like got my eyes shut and I'm thinking about it and thinking not to do it, not to do it, not to do it, not to do it, not to do it. And then all of a sudden you find yourself doing it. That's because you're still thinking about not doing it. So you're still thinking about it. Do you know? And it feels like that, if I'm honest, Virgo, right? So you really could have a fixed air sign, like moon sign or something, and like a fixed moon sign, right? And it's something that goes around and around and around and around and around in your head. And then it's kind of like, okay, I'm not thinking about it, I'm not thinking about it, I'm not thinking about it, but I really am thinking about it. And it can be Danielle, Dan, it can be depression, D, anything beginning with D, but depression. But like thinking about it, no, I mustn't. But I've got, it's like I can't do it, I can't do it, I can, I can't do it, I can, I can do it, I can't do it, I can do it, I can't do it, I can do it, I can't do it. I mean, jeez, a lot of thinking. Well, let's hope my messages are not right, Virgo. Let's hope that everybody else out there is gravy, bruv. Right? But there seems to be a lot of thinking, whatever it is. Okay? And trust me when I say other people, you know, when people think a lot, depends on your moon sign. Me, it goes, because I have a Gemini moon, so it goes in one ear and straight out the other, so I don't pay attention. Like, I'm like, what happened? What, where? What, who? What? Sorry, but I don't think. Like, I don't think about it, right? So, but saying that to somebody else, they can say, well, it's all right for you. And, you know, I'm kind of like, well, it's because I'm a Gemini moon, like, I don't think. So, you know, it goes in one ear and straight out the other. So then when you get this kind of like, well, I need you to pay attention to what I'm thinking, and you're like, no, that's you thinking that, that's not me thinking that, that's you. So you get triggered and you get mirrored, and it might be because you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, right? because that's normally a trigger. Anyway. Anyway, let's see. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. They could. These messages that I've done there, the 15:15 on the clock. So you really could be dealing with a Gemini, Capricorn, 6/6. But yeah, those messages, they can be life messages. They don't have to be love messages. They can just be something of importance that I would just grasp hold of. Okay, because there's nothing else that's concrete there. So it's kind of like no concrete evidence. Like I haven't got any evidence yet. I haven't got anything that's concrete yet in order to go off. Kind of like it's more of Bruce Lee, like man the myth, right? It's more I'm really just going off myth. I'm really not, or Smith, the name Smith or Stewart, but like I'm really just going off myth than what I am fact. It's like I've got no facts whatsoever. I'm just going off more of the man the myth, right? So like a ghost or a ghosting energy, and I'm kind of going more off like the mist, or like I'm what? Because there's a lot of like predator energy here, of like transparency, of like stuff that I can't see through. Like I can't see through that, right? And it's more of like myth stuff. Fucked if I know what on earth that is. So. Because it's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. It's like a 7 of cups and 9 of swords and stuff. It's like smoke and mirrors of like too much like thinking and dreaming and like dreaming and thinking and like just too much going over something, like constantly like dreaming about something or someone constantly, and it's like in your mind 24/7, and it's like brainwashing. Like I don't know, like an obsession type sort of thing, or depression. It keeps saying like depression, like okay, I mustn't do this, I mustn't, but like I mean, I can't never figure if anybody is out there depressed, I'm saying it's a problem. Well, it is a problem, something that needs to be sorted out by a doctor. But it's messages where I wouldn't be able to channel through that. Like it to me, channeling those messages, it would come in very bitty and very kind of like, well, Steve, you're going to have to figure out what that message is. And to me, that would mean a lot of thinking, a lot of like overdoing something, or doing things you know that you shouldn't really do, or like guilty conscience, like having a guilty conscience, for instance, like lied that many times that like I've got that much of a guilty conscience now that that's all I can think about is the guilt and the shame and the, you know, like a depression, like something starts off in my head and then I start off thinking about it, and I've set the seed of intention of a 7, say a 7 of Pentacles. I've set the seeds of intent in my head, and now that's all I can think about, and it's kind of like growing and growing and growing and growing, like out of control, yeah, like a lot of waiting, like waiting and waiting for things to happen and end. But I mean, as a Virgo, you are a number 9. And I've said this to so many people, you know, you relate as a number 9. It always feels like, it can think and feel a lot like I have everything, and then when I have it, that's not enough. Like I always feel like I'm searching for that one more to make a 10, to complete it. So I have to keep doing it until I get to the end. But because I'm a 9, I don't. So I can't ever see myself getting to what I really want. Now, if those energies really, really start taking hold of you, Virgo, that's where you can be like, no, I'm obsessed about this thing until I complete it, right? Until I get to the end, but you don't get to the end. So if you relate this of feelings and emotions, you can be like sleepless nights, number 9, right? You can feel like very good one moment for a 9 of Pentacles and feel single and happy and great and everything else. Or like that in a relationship, and one minute you're like really good and like feel attractive and feel like everything else is going right, and then the 9 of Wands, and then all of a sudden like I'm fucking being triggered and mirrored, and like I'm losing my mind slightly, and like I can't figure out whether this is you or them, or whether it's me that started off saying or thinking this, or Like, and you know, it's like I've said to everybody, the most complex sign out there, I feel, is Virgo. Is a Virgo. And I used to say this with my friend before I even really started doing tarot. Is when I knew about star signs, is the most complex one out there is Virgo. Is Virgo. Because to me, you know, you represent 9. It can be such a difficult energy with that, because it can relate to a lot of over-analytical energy, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of like breakup, makeup, a lot of thinking, a lot of like destroying yourself, but then like what do you call it, like like what do we, oh God, man, I always forget the word, self-sabotage. Like you self-sabotage things, like or you find on your path that things are always sabotaged, like the best made plan. It always, like, you make a plan and then it's sabotaged, and you're like, well, what did you just sabotage that for? Why did you just like saboteur, or Sabaton, the name Sabaton, or Dale? But like, why did you just do that? Like, why was like like 1 minute everything's okay, and then the next minute like things are really, really not okay. Like 1 minute I'm alright, the few days I'm okay, and then the next minute I'm having a complete low moment. And then mixed up with like, say, Sagittarius energy maybe somewhere, or like mixed up because I'm picking up a blend or a mix, and then like mixed up with say like a woman's cycle at the same time, y'all lot can lose your fucking mind. Sorry, but you know, through those energies of what I see, because trust me, everything here could be great, right? Everything here could really be good. But just the important messages is to be careful on like self-sabotage. It's a main factor of a 9, I feel, is self-sabotaged energy, right? Is that when everything's good, if you start over-analysing situations, you might start self-sabotaging and being triggered yourself, and you'll trigger off someone else, and you're like, man, I can't cope with all that, that's too much. Right? Like someone that talks a lot, real like 9 of Pentacles, like real good, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden, like, what? Like there's sound of silence, like like I've gone back into Virgo mode, right? The Hermit. I've gone into isolation. I don't want anyone around me. I can't talk to anybody. I'm going to start eating loads of chocolate and, you know, like drinking or like doing loads of stuff that I shouldn't do, because I'm kind of like feel like, oh my God, the whole world's out to get me, or like I really don't feel like I want to go out, and like, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's a lovely day, isn't it? It's like, man, I can't wait. And you start talking with the person, everything else is great, and then all of a sudden Virgo moment, they're like, oh my God, what's going on outside? Like, you know, that can be a 9 all over the place, and then you can start thinking, why does nobody talk with me? You know, I'm not slating your star sign, Virgo. I'm just saying that's kind of the energies of what I'm picking up, of like, hold on a minute, where's life gone? Like, you know, where's, you know, because, you know, you hold a lantern, so it's like, where's like daytime? Like daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime. So it's like, man, all of a sudden, like it was daytime, and then I've just kind of like snapped out of it and realised, whoa, that's dark outside. Like, or like it's dark outside, and then you've been like laying there for like ages, and then you're like, oh my God, it's like it's dawn, or Melissa Dawn, you're right. But like it's dawn, it's like from dusk till dawn, right? So it's like from dusk till dawn, do I constantly think and feel and think, and like just like from dusk till dawn. Virgos, it's unreal. I used to know this Virgo that I used to go and see, and she used to run a second-hand stall, a shop, like for the I forget what it is. And I used to go and she, no, I'm fine. And you could really see behind her face, and used to be like, you're not all right, what's the matter? And you're like, no, I'm fine, honestly, I'm fine. And you're like, bruv, you're not all right. Like, what's the matter? Like, no, nothing, it's fine, it's okay. Anyway, so let's get on. You're like, hold on a second, I thought I was supposed to be your friend. Like, what's the matter? Like, no, nothing. And then the other people are kind of like, man, you don't ever tell me anything that's wrong, and I'm here to like try and help you. Like, I'm here to help you, not like, you know, I'm not against you, I'm here to help you. Like, I'm trying to talk to you about things that may, you know, and you're kind of like, no, it's fine. You know, and within that, you can be like, in a relationship, you can be like, right, so is that you then, or is that me then, or like, what? I don't know. Because you use your 9 side, you see. Nancy Drew, I'm hearing. Anyway, Virgo, what's going on with Virgos this week? So we're looking at from the 22nd, of March, please, from Virgo. So there you go. Sagittarius, an imbalance and influctuation of your high-low vibe. It's got to be relating with the channeled stuff. It's kind of like 1 minute I'm up, and then the next minute I'm down. Like I feel great, and I'm like, oh man, am I on fire? And then the next minute, I feel like I'm going to be fired, like I'm going to be late, or like I have no work. Because I did hear fired here. Right, Dodie fired, Diane, Dodie, or Brody, or Bridie. You're right, Bridie. So yeah, Rob, you're right, Rob. Oh, this is you, right? But yeah, I always forget what. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, I'm hearing like 1 minute we're up, the next minute we're getting on, then the next minute we're not getting on. 1 minute we're getting on, the next minute we're not. So it's kind of like, look, we need to come to some sort of agreement of peace. Because it feels like, look, I just want some peace, I just want some tranquility, I just want some time on my own, you know, because this is Sagittarius, you're a Virgo. So if you've got Virgo Sagittarius in your chart, you can feel like 1 minute I'm like, no, it's like, what do you call it, like a myxomatosis rabbit in headlights, like, it's like, oh, I'm on, it's like, let's go, I'm on, oh, okay, some of you are on. I was talking to, who is it, Carissa, and I said, on the blob, yeah, that's normally what we say here, like if a girl's got their, like, bits and bobs going, but like, on the blob, but like, yeah, some of you could have the Mr. Blobby effect going on, right, someone's period. But yeah, it's kind of like, you know, if you're a Sagittarius Virgo, it's kind of like 1 minute I'm like a myxomatosis rabbit in the headlights, and I'm like, well, man, I'm wired, and I'm all ready to go, and I've got pajamas, and I'm off. And then you're like, man, I'm absolutely drained. What on earth is going on? It's, you know, you're like this imbalance, because it has to relate to the channel messages, regardless of who this is. It's kind of like this mismatch, like mash. Hash. Some of you are smoking hash. Is what I'm hearing. Smoke hash or ash. Ashley or ash is what I'm hearing. Hash, ash, Ashley. But yeah, some of you like. Strange. Because Sagittarius is an open sign. So it's kind of like, well, I'm open for it. It's like, are you up for it? It's like, yeah, I'm up for it. Like, I'm open for it, you know. But it depends, because you can have this energy of like, yeah, I'm up for it, but you're asking for it. Like, you're asking for it, so you got to ask for it. Like, if you want help, you need to ask for it. Is what I'm hearing. Like, if you want me to help you, ask for it. If you want my assistance, ask for it. Like, you know, if there's things that you want, ask for it. You know, don't wait around for a tarot card reading for someone to tell you, look, you really should be doing this. Just do it. You know, because I'm hearing, look, you don't have to wait and ask me for it. You can have it. Like, don't wait. Just ask. Right? That's what I'm hearing. Don't wait. Just ask. But if someone's period's on, you might be asking for it. Let's see. Virgo. What's going on with Virgo from the 22nd of March? Virgo. So, well, you've got Aries here, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, and that sounded weird. Sorry, and Aries. These could be your folks here. This could be your mum, your dad, your mum, your stepfather, your father, or their siblings. Also, brothers and sisters here. Yeah, big in your energy, Sagittarius, Aries. It's kind of like Zen, or the name Glenn, but like Zen, or someone from Scotland, from the Glen. But like, yeah, Glenny, I'm hearing Glenny. Man, two major arcana straight out. It's like, oh, I'm hearing for some of you, like, it got thrown straight out. Like, it got thrown straight out of court. It was a no-go. It's like, no, that just got thrown straight out of court. It got thrown straight out. Like, did somebody get thrown out of home or something and they got thrown straight out? Because I keep hearing now I'm going to have to throw this straight out. Like something that's going stale or things in the fridge or freezer and it's going stale, because I'm hearing now I'm going to have to throw that straight out. That's not good. Like, I mean, it could be food and things, but it's like, no, I'm going to have to throw that straight out because that's not, like, I mean, are you going through your wardrobe and your clothes or something? And like, no, that's no good, I'm going to have to throw that straight out. No, that's going to be thrown straight out. No. And you're like, are you having like a clear out or something and you're moving? Because it's either one, it's thrown out of court, or it's like, no, I'm throwing that out. No, I don't want it, I'm throwing that out. No, I'm throwing that out as well. No, I'm throwing that out. It's kind of like you're going through like your summer, winter clothes, or you're buying some new clothes or something, or I don't know, like you're going, like having a complete and utter moment of like, no, I'm throwing that out. No, I'm throwing that out too. No, no, I'm sorry, but it's got to go. We're throwing that out. No, we can't keep all of this rubbish. I'm going to have to throw it out. Because I keep I keep seeing like these flies being like, I don't know, around a load of rubbish or something. And it's kind of like, I don't know if someone's like, their room is an absolute tip, or like, I don't know, like there's loads of rubbish everywhere and like it's just everywhere and like flies and like building up all around it. And you're kind of like, man, no, we're going to have to throw this out. Like, you know, we can't keep hold of that. We've got to throw it out. Like, it's, can't keep doing it. Can't keep doing it. It has to be thrown out. I mean, is there a lot of things that are all being gathered up and it's like, I've got too much stuff around me, like I've got to throw all these clothes out, like I can't keep hold of these clothes, I've got to throw them out. Or I can't keep this rubbish and I have to throw it out. Or it's thrown out of court, or someone got thrown out of home, or something. They keep saying thrown out. Thrown out. Because this is a throne. This is a throne. Right, the Game of Thrones, but like thrown out, like Frodo, Frodo, the Ring. Oh, that's a difficult one for me to look at. What on earth that means within tarot cards? Virgo, Ten of Cups. You got Pisces. So everything is good here. I don't know what the channel messages are for, but it feels like that everything is good and everything is balanced and like. But my channel messages of what was here is more like frustration, like and I don't know what that is. I can't work it out. I mean, here it's telling me that, well, I mean, this could be a 1. It could be a cycle, like someone's emotions are going around and around and around and around, and like I'm going from town to town and I'm happy as a clown. Someone else had that in their song. Yeah, like a traveller, someone that's a traveller, like a Romany gypsy. I like a traveller. Or like I go from town to town and I'm as happy as a clown. But I'm the type of, what is it? I'm the type of boy that would like to get around, settle down. Settle down. Was it get around or settle around? I can't remember. Settle down. Like I just want to settle down. Settle down, just settle down. Virgo. God, it really is early, man. Sorry, this is such a, it's one of those readings where I'm kind of like, when I do readings sometimes, like I'm reading the cards, but my intuition, like my spidey sense, it gets, sometimes it gets this like frustrating, like, ugh, like it's not making sense. Like here it's not making sense, and these kind of start to do something slightly different that still don't really tell me too much. And the overall feeling of the reading is more of this, like, I don't know, like an energy that I can't quite put my finger on, like a Virgo moment. Like I just can't seem to get that. Like I can't seem to get it. Right, like the light bulb moment of like, aha, now I've got it. Right. Now I've got what I want. You see, I'm hearing this, now I've got what I want. Like a plan of like, well, I'm just prepared to do this until I get what I want, right? And it's kind of like, ha, now I've got what I want, right? And it's kind of like a spoilt brat in a way. I don't know, unless you've got kids, but like you all seem to get your own way, don't you? It's kind of like, yeah, well, I'll just keep doing this until I get it. What? Virgo. Leo. God, man, y'all got some strong characters straight out. Like, it feels like this, like, strength and perseverance of, like, everybody in the place, let's go. Everybody in the place, let's go. Everybody in the place, let's go. Meow, 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 meow. But like a rave or something, or like, man, I just cannot figure out what on earth is going on with my head reading and the card reading. I just can't. It's like two halves. It's like Gemini energy, right? In two halves, in two minds. Now, is it two people, or I'm just always in two minds? Like, 1 minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm not okay. Like, I'm always in two minds. I've got this thing on my mind, and then I've got this thing on my mind, and I've got so much on my mind that I'm always in two halves. Like between these pair. Like, between these two, I'm always thinking about this one, and then I'm always thinking about this one. Right? I'm always thinking about this one, and then this one's always thinking about me, and then this one's... It's like a child, like parents type thing, like... 1 minute I'm thinking about this one, the next minute I'm thinking about this one. 1 minute I'm thinking about this one, the next minute I'm thinking about this one. Like, I don't know which one to think about or of first. Like, it's like I've got so much to do and so much on, I don't know which one, which project or which thing to do first. Which? Man, I keep hearing this which. I don't know which one to do first. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know which one to do first. Okay, if there is witchcraft in that and y'all are in the witchcraft bit, just report them to the police or do something, you know, but I can't help you with that. Right, so y'all want to believe in witchcraft, you know, y'all believe in it. I know an Aries, she does that, right? She does it on her channel, it's probably there watching. Right, Christine? So, yeah, there's that. So I wouldn't be able to see through that, because that's smoke and mirrors and weird shit. So y'all want to believe in it, that's up to you, but I can't do anything about it, right? I can't stop it, you know, just, I don't know, find out about these people and go to the police about it, right? See if they could do anything. But yeah, or find these people's channels and report them or whatever, because I don't know why I keep hearing report or Robert, or report. Like, I'm going to report you. Like, if you're late, like, I'm going to report you. I'm definitely hearing a report here, because this could be a rapport, and I'm going to report you, is what I'm hearing. Like, I'm going to report you. If you keep doing it, I'm going to report you. Like, to the office, or to the boss. I mean, it might even be this person reporting people. I don't know. But I'm hearing, I'm going to have to report back to you, meaning that, okay, hold on a minute, I'm just going to have to go to them and ask them first, and then I'll report back to you later. Once I've found out what I'm doing, I'm going to report back to you later. So, I don't know if it's like work thing. And it's like, okay, once I've found out what I'm doing, I can then report back to you and tell you what they've said. It's like a go-between, like a gopher. Okay, and Leo, they had this in their reading, and it was like this penitentiary type thing of like, okay, I'm going to report back to you what they've said, and I'm going to report back to you what they've done. And there was this copycat energy in Leo reading. And it's like, I'm going to report back to you what they've done, and I'm going to like find out everything that's been said, and then I'm going to report back to you and let you know that they've said it. What? I mean, is this like a friend or thing that's going on at work, or a mother and father? Because this could be like a mother, stepfather, and you've got like a father, stepfather energy, and it's like, okay, I'm going to find out off my mum, and then when I've found out off my mum, I can then like report back to you and let you know what they've said. Like, I don't know, like a dad and a mum that gets right in the middle of something, and you're like, okay, and the father reaches out and says, okay, can you just tell your brother or your sister or your mum that I've said something? And then the kid has to go to like the mother or the father of the ex and then say, okay, so and so said, okay, and then it's like, right, can you just report back to me what they told you? Like this, like, it can be like families and exes that are involved, and it's like, okay, I need to go at this person first and find out what it is that they've said, and then when it does, and then I've got the information, then I can come back and feed it back to you. So it can be like a telltale tit, it can be a complete and utter liar, it can be a narcissist that spreads rumours and lies, right? But it can also be like a spy and a mole that says, okay, I'm going to come here, find out what you've done and what you've said, and then I'm going to go back. And then that was the copycat thing that may have been in the Leo reading. And it was people that sit back and wait, like fake tarot card readers and stuff like that, or people that do all the law of attraction stuff and God knows what else. And they like get info from other like pieces of information that's not fed from spirit. It's actually fed from other people. So I have to wait until I can get all that info first and see what you've said, and then I can make a video or something on that same topic, because I've picked up all the information from everywhere else, and I'm basically just copying loads of other people's stuff and basically just doing a video to say that this is what happens, but really it's just not. It doesn't help you. I've been there and done it for God knows how many years. Law of attraction, and that's why I took all of my old videos down, because it's all absolute poppycock bollocks, waste of time stuff that just brainwashes people, and there are so many out there that it really doesn't. It's more just like man the myth type sort of stuff, right? But people love that. But what I am hearing here is that there is someone that has to go between others or go between something, and because it's now making me look at the Leo reading, whenever I've done that yesterday, I think, there was this like go-between bit where it's kind of like, okay, I need to go to them first and find out what they've said, and then like a Chinese whispers bit, like I need to go here, find out what they've said, transform the energy and then change it, and then go back and tell them half-truth. So things that are really not real, like, okay, I've got this info, it's in my head. Okay, now I need to go back here and tell them what you've said, but I have to change that, because I can't tell you exactly what they said. Now that's either one, a lie, or someone is very mean and they're kind of like, look, I can't go back there and tell them that. You know, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm a gopher, like I'm a go-in-between. Don't keep asking me to go to mum or dad and getting me to tell them a message like, yeah, they're a dick, right? And like, yeah, well, I can't tell them that. It's like, you're putting me right in the middle of it. Like this is like families, man. These have got to be family members, because they're all like, even if they're not these characters, because they are characters, right? Because they are star signs, it can represent like a lot of family. Like, you've got a lot of family, and everybody but you is right in the middle of the whole lot, Virgo, right? And you get like somebody that says, okay, right, I need you to go and relay this message to so because I'm not speaking to them. And you're like, really, bruv, do I have to go to them and tell them? Or like, do I really have to go and tell like the manager? Like, you're putting me in an awkward position, you're not pulling the weight. Do I have to go and grass you up? Right, all those kind of energies that are like, oh man, like I'm always the person that's right in the middle of all this, and like you're asking me to now do this, and it makes me feel uncomfortable, the fact that I have to do it. It's kind of like, yes, listen, I need you to go over here. Like, there could be a boss that, say, asks you to, I don't know, go and get a load of things and then come back with it, and they're like, bruv, man, every time I come in, you ask me to go and get your coffee, your bagel, and God knows what else, and then, you know, it's like, or, because I am picking up that someone's very demanding to keep asking, like, this go-between. I need you to, like, go and tell them something, or tell Em or Emily, but can you go and tell them, and then, or can you tell them this because I'm not talking to them and I need you to find out what it is that they've done or what they've said, or like, can you like please tell them? And it's like, oh man, stop keep asking me to tell them. You tell them. You know, you tell them. If you want to speak to them, speak to them. I think that was partly of some of your message. Sorry, it's taken me a long while to get going this morning, Virgo. But like, you know, like, you tell them. Don't ask me. You tell them. If you've got something to say to them, then go and say it to their face. Like, don't say it behind their back. If you've got something to say, then go and tell them to their face. Right? Or say, no, I can't because that's my ex and I don't want to speak with them. And it's like, well, just, oh, well, don't ask me then. You know, don't ask me, because I'm hearing that. But, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that took a long while coming out. I don't know what that is. Someone allergic to something. Allergic. Pepper. I keep like pepper. Peppa Pig. But like I had a big whiff of pepper there. But like Peppa Pig. Oh, you're right there, Pepper. But like, yeah, Peppa Pig. I keep hearing pepper. Or pep. Prep. Like a prep. Like a rep. Representative. Another reading of that. Leo's. Representative. Pepper. Or like bad reputation. That's it. Bad reputation. Like it's giving us a bad reputation. Business. Like it's giving us a bad reputation. But I'm also hearing preparation skills, like cooking or something, like preparing it. Like I'm going to have to prepare, I'm going to have to get everything first and prepare it. And like analyse it all. Okay, I need this prepared, that prepared, and this has got to be prepared and this has to be right. Like I don't know, a person that, a bit like me, like all these cards have to be, you know, all lined up in a row like that. And I can't have one that's like that because that would annoy the shit out of me. So someone's kind of like, no, it all has to be like clean and pristine and spotless and everything has to be lined up perfectly. Like one of those, right? Like me, I'm like that. Okay, but I am also hearing though, like, what started it off? Pepper, bad reputation, a bad rep, like a bad representative, I can't say it, that word. Representative. Steve, you stupid. Yeah, I can't say things like that. But a bad rep. Bad reputation. You're giving me a bad reputation. See, someone's hanging around someone that's giving them a reputation. I don't know what that is, because Leo's had it, like a bad rap sheet. Because I had someone that was getting out of prison and stuff like that, and it was a bad rap sheet. Like something's following, you see. This is a follower. Someone's following somebody, because I'm hearing follow my sheep. Little Bo Peep, follow my sheep. But like Little Bo Peep is following like little sheep. Like eating her curds and whey. Kirsty, the name Kirsty. But like, eating my curds, eat my words, you're following me, I know you are, like I know that you're watching me and you're following me. It's people that, it can be people that don't, like you have an inkling that people are on YouTube, for instance, or whatnot, or on your Facebook or God not, you know, and you think that they're watching you, but you don't physically know, but you kind of have that, like, oh no, they're following me. Like, I know they're following me, I know they're following me, I know they're following me. Because it is, man, I've seen this all over the place, man. People do like talking, like they talk, right? But they like copy, they just copy things. Like it's not like a medium. It's not a medium. They just copy info. Like they take info from loads of different pieces of things and just put them all together and claim it as being theirs. Like, you know, I mean, I don't give a shit. Y'all do what you want. Don't involve me. Some people think I'm fake. You know, they do. But, you know, each to their own. Don't watch. But, fake watch. Why did I just hear fake watch? Or like, what's that word? Fake watch? Or like, thingy watch? Like, oh man, watchdog. It's a Leo. It's a Leo. Because I heard watchdog. But I'm also hearing like overnight watch. Like, overnight watch. Overnight? Overnight. Fortnite. Someone's playing Fortnite. Or like overnight. Like an overnight stay. Stacy? An overnight. Overnight? Overnight. Sorry, it's it's like this Ovaltine, Tina Ovaltine, but like overnight watch, like a Watchman, so a film Watchman, but a fake watch, a Rolex or a Bolex, but a fake watch. or a fake account, or faking it just to make it, but faking it, like it's not real, it's just fake. But like overnight watch, like a neighbourhood, that's it. So someone from Australia maybe, but neighbourhood watch. So someone's neighbour, could be happening with the neighbours, and the neighbours are watching something. Neighbourhood watch. So something going on around your street or your town, and it's neighbourhood watch. Because I'm hearing like, you just watch, you just watch, you just watch. I told you, like I told you that'll happen, you just watch. This is more of a told you so. Like I told you that happened, I told you that'll happen. Anyway, I'm going to have to stop with that. We're going to go over to the other side, Virgo. Sorry for such, like, sometimes I really struggle with some readings. Like, sometimes it's like, sometimes it doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm not a Virgo. So, you know, I don't know whether these messages are right for you or not, but that's what I've got. It's difficult to read like nearly 3 major arcana straight up and do an hour reading. But that's pretty much what I've got for you through those. Yeah, so if you want to join, you can. It's full access bundle on Patreon, but only the full access bundle. That's where I'll draw you more cards and then clarify them, and then we look at your partner. But generally, I really just like to stick with the actual reading, because when you look at your partner, it's just different energies. But your actual reading will give you more. But yeah, as it stands, your reading, more cards, clarified, other person, their thoughts, feelings, what's going on with them. Okay, that can represent kids, children, friends, lovers, mothers, situations, work, money, arguments, possible arguments being arisen from you or your partner. Look at their energy and look at also whatever's in here. But your partner's is already in here as well, maybe. Okay, but we'll see. But if you want to join, you can. It's on the full access bundle over on Patreon. Thanks very much, Virgo, and I will hopefully see you over there.